What really happened at the United Nations World Tourism Week in Mombasa? We might have been late to the party, but in that period, the coastal town of Mombasa and Mama Ngina Waterfront turned into a stage where culture met entertainment. They said better late than never, and that couldn't have been truer because for the 2 days I was here, I saw everything. If you missed it, don't worry. We'll show you what exactly happened at the UN World Tourism Week. And by the end of this film, you'll understand why you should never miss it. To know more about Mama Ngina's waterfront history and to truly explore it fully, please watch our Mama Ngina Waterfront video from our channel. When we arrived at Mama Ngina Waterfront Park, the air was alive and you could feel the energy. People from Likoni came to the event through the ferry, which connects Likoni mainland to Mombasa Island. Now, if you ever find yourself in Mombasa, you must experience the ferry ride. We then made our way to this beautiful destination called Mama Ngina Waterfront. This is one of the most visited beautiful public places in Mombasa, and it's not just free to enter, but it's very rich in history. But today, there were more reasons to visit it. The waterfront then turned into a stage, and with Anthony Walks and Agatha Chow, we came in to celebrate the different cultures we have in Kenya. It was time to celebrate our diversity, our culture, our languages, our foods, and more, while carrying our African smiles. Behind the noise, the color, and the sounds, something beautiful was happening. Machines were rolling the ground. Engineering brilliance was on show. Engines were revving in the distance. Thousands had gathered and vendors were readily stationed in their colorful stalls, ready to showcase their crafts and inventions. The first act we interacted with was this motor show. Engineering brilliance, passion, and adrenaline was on full display until when the cars dispersed to go roll the streets. On the side, a band was preparing the stage for a musical masterpiece, with the entire waterfront standing still, waiting to feel the harmonic tunes. I will later show you what happened here at night. It was amazing. As we waited for the band to get into their rhythm, we headed out for a culinary adventure. The air had changed, from burning rubber to sweet scents of spices. Our mission was to taste some of Africa's amazing foods, whose stories have been passed through spices and smoke. With Diana Velma, we got into the Taste of Africa festival, where every aroma was a story. There were vendors selling seafood, snacks, and African cuisines. It was beautiful.
The name Shika Shika came in a very weird way. Like, my brother is the one who started, like, wanted to do like slush. So he just came to me and asked me, okay,
The smell of foods pulled us in like magnets. Eager to have a bite, I followed my nose from stall to stall.
Pono.
Oh, when you're even.
Sometimes we do it Treasury Square, at Speaker's Garden. We do have events over there. It's only mashed fruit.
While we concentrated on food, I noticed how creatives can turn anything into a masterpiece. Food went hand in hand with art. This watermelon caught my eyes.
1,500. If you have
A reminder that culture doesn't just live in museums. It breathes in the hands of artists, cooks, dancers, and people who turn ordinary moments into memory. We came in at around 4 p.m. So we had to keep pressing against her, and soon the sun set. As the sun dipped behind the Indian Ocean, painting it gold, the cars came back signifying end of day. It was time for strangers to become friends after cultures had blended, and Mombasa once again became a party destination.
Hello, how are you? Can we record you?
Of course. I love the camera.
What's your name? We have seen you in his videos.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. I'm a girl from Mombasa. Welcome to our county. We have so much to offer. We have amazing culture. We have amazing food. We have amazing vibes. Mutuambie which part you want us to take you, and we'll do that. Our cousin.
We want to explore everything.
Cousin. Hi, cousin.
Hi, cousin.
As the night fell, Mombasa transformed. Courtesy of Swahili Pot FM, DJ Spinking, and Mombasa's friend VJ Chris, the night exploded with energy. As I filmed the crowd, I realized this is what the UN Tourism Week is all about. It's not just about speeches or titles, it's about connection. As the night grew, we called it a day. Enter day 2. Day 2 was a vibe. The next morning, we began early. 10 a.m. The streets of Mombasa are alive again, but this time we were here for the Tuk Tuk Rally. We positioned ourselves at the Moi Avenue, Diga Nkrumah roundabout. Cameras played. I did not quite like the organization, as the roads were not closed for the tuk-tuks. I'd say it was a bit disorganized, but it was what it was. Still, I found beauty in the chaos. After the Tuk Tuk race, we tried focusing on culture, and lucky we were to experience a few cultures who we offered our support to. Each culture was proudly showcased and exhibited. From Congo to Kenya, diversity took the stage. Each stall had a story of a language, of food, of a people, and sometimes of a nation. Africa had taken off.
Tumefika mapema. Na hii
150.
Kikwembe. Ah, kikwembe. Ni msafu ama? Hizi vitu za ngoza. Nimepata. Hando. Nimepata vikapu. Hii ni auje?
Shukran. Tumekaribia hapa kuona
kujionea wakimijikenda kikasi na chichi ukaha. Sawa, asante. Njele. Sio. Hii ni kofia nene. Ile ya ku sawa. Na hii ni kikapu. This is your page's name. This is your page's name. Utsurie. Barizeno.
Ukishika explanation hiyo
aborana. Iko na special occasion ya valio ama ni saa yote?
One is the coffee seats.
Na hii iko na jina labda. Jabana.
Tunapaka hapa gari just for this.
Sasa hiyo waweza tu kuchopa?
Coffee seats.
Tumerauka.
Goma.
When we were done with culture, we were lucky to see a band playing live.
Mbunge wetu wa Likoni
For a moment, time itself stopped and the music traveled through our veins, to our hearts. Mombasa was not done. At about 3 p.m., the ground got to shake. The crowds in East Africa rolled in, full of adrenaline and raw power. Their machines roared across the waterfront, painting arcs of smoke against the sails. donuts, drifts and spins are on display. Being close to the action made it even more impressive as my camera lens captured Mama Ngina Waterfront as it turned into a playground for speed. The crowd went wild as Mama Ngina trembled under the weight of speed and excitement. And somewhere in that chaos, I smiled. Because this was more than an event. It was a feeling. One you should not miss. Come next year. So, yes, most of you might have missed this, but we brought it here for you. Here is the good news though. The United Nations Tourism Week is an annual celebration. And if Mombasa County 001 keeps this energy, next year will be even better. If you get the chance to be here next year, don't hesitate. Come, feel the beat, the color, and the flavors of Africa. And remember, tourism isn't just travel, it's storytelling, it's connection, it's us showing the world what we are made of. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this video made you feel the rhythm of the end tourism week, give it a like, share it with someone who loves to travel, and subscribe to our channel for more vlogs and cinematic adventures across Kenya and beyond. Don't forget to watch our Mama Ngina Waterfront video to properly explore this beachfront gem, which you must visit. Mama Ngina Waterfront is where the ocean meets the story. Also, check out our beach video playlist if you love Kenyan beaches. Until next time, stay safe, keep on, and binge watch our videos as we get you to the next destination. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.